What is poppin', y'all, everyone? It's your man, Cloudboy Bales, and welcome to another episode and the third episode of Weekly Wednesday Predictions. Obviously, lots to get to, but obviously, if you like what you see, subscribe below, comment with all your thoughts, and as always, let's get down to business. So, Thursday night football. We have the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Between these two, the Jets actually did win their first game with Aaron Rodgers, so congrats. It was a very ugly win against the Titans, but honestly, it's the start of the season. Honestly, I feel like this is a good idea. Aaron Rodgers can definitely really come out here and get a good win against the Patriots, a team the Patriots have a lot of unknowns. They're a young team. They're rebuilding, but I feel like the Jets' defense is going to really have a great game and get the win against the Patriots. So I'm going to take the Jets. Going on to Sunday, New York Giants taking on the Cleveland Browns. Even though I guess I say that even though I think Deshaun Watson is awful and Cleveland's an absolute joke, the bigger joke is the New Jersey Giants. I don't even think the Giants are going to win a game this year. They lost to 7 field goals last week. That's how bad the Giants are. So without further ado, I'm just going to easily say Cleveland Browns win this game. Okay, next up, Green Bay Packers at Tennessee Titans. Despite no Jordan Love, I have no idea how, but the Packers actually won. And you know what? It's another test that should be easy. The only difference is this is a road game, but this is Malik Willis returning back to play against his former team if he's playing again. I feel like, if I'm being completely honest, I'm going to have to say Tennessee wins because I feel like, the offense that the Packers displayed ain't going to cut it for another week. But if Jordan Love somehow plays, then I'll have to say the Packers win. But right now, I feel like Jordan Love still won't play. I'm going to say Tennessee wins, but I'm going to be optimistic and hope for the opposite way. But it would be great if Malik Willis beat his old team. That would just be hilarious. But I'll just say Tennessee. Next up, Chicago Bears at Indianapolis Colts. Richardson did not look good last week against the Packers. But I think this is a game that he can definitely rebound from. I'm not sure if I really, but the Bears' defense is legit. They have a good defense. It's like, literally Caleb Williams is literally given everything, and he still couldn't produce against the Texans. I'll say we'll get a close game, but I think Indianapolis squeaks out the win. Next up, Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings. Trying to think about this one for a little bit. It was a tough one for me. I think Minnesota, even despite beating the San Francisco 49ers, I feel like it's going to be hard to beat two really good teams back to back. I'm going to say Houston gets the victory right here. Next up, Philadelphia Eagles at New Orleans Saints. I'm sorry, Philly fans. I have no idea what just happened on Monday Night Football. I'm sorry. I am tremendously sorry that happened because that was the most embarrassing flatline loss ever. Yeah. But anyways, I actually think New Orleans is going to beat Philly. I even though, as I've always said, Philly seems to always beat them, I don't know what it is. New Orleans actually is playing with... Their offense is actually playing really good this year. I got to pick New Orleans. I really do. Next up, Chargers at Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this is going to be a very close game. Chargers, they're off to a good 2-0 start. I still think that they are a little fraudulent because this team, it's like how that, but they've really gotten 2 easy wins against trash teams. Even though I consider Pittsburgh's offense to be trash, their defense is what's keeping them games alive. but I feel like I'm going to take Pittsburgh in this one. Pittsburgh has been really getting by. Next up, the Denver Broncos at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to take Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay actually looks legit enough. And literally, Baker Mayfield right now is actually looking like an MVP right now. I mean, that's how good Tampa Bay is right now. Next up, Carolina Panthers at Las Vegas Raiders. Well, I guess I'm picking the Raiders. I thought I would never have to say this, but I'm picking the Raiders. Or wait a minute. I don't know. Oh, wait. Bryce Young got benched. All for Dalton. Oh, then I'm picking Carolina. Why am I even bothering? Carolina's going to actually win with Dalton because at this point they'll realize, and I think if I'm correct, he's never lost to the Raiders in his career. So I think I'm going to pick Carolina. Next up, Miami Dolphins at Seattle Seahawks. Brutal news about the Tua Tagovailoa thing. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if he'll ever play football again. It's just a scary thing. Concussions are just a scary thing. He's on IR. Almost said injured. I almost said IL, but that's baseball. Skylar Thompson's looking like he's going to be the starter this week. I think they need to go after a veteran if they really want to stay alive. Right now, I think Seattle's going to win. Even though I think Seattle's a very fraudulent team, I think Seattle's going to be 3-0. Next up, Baltimore Ravens at the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, man, that's a good game. Oh, boy. My girlfriend, she's a Ravens fan, and her family is Cowboys fans. Oh, boy. I don't think she wants to be in her household. Baltimore is 0-2. Oh, goodness gracious. I just want Baltimore to win. I don't even know what to say right now. After the Cowboys got embarrassed last week, this is just two teams that are really in a pickle right now. I'm just going to take the Baltimore Ravens. I have no idea. 49ers versus Rams. 49ers have been able to beat the Rams. 49ers have no Deebo Samuel. Rams literally have no Kupp or Nakua. Rams got absolutely ransacked by the Cardinals last week. Yeah, I think this is going to be a long season for the Rams. I thought they were going to be the dominant team. Even though the 49ers lost badly last week, I think they need a rebound win. This is the game that they can win. Next up, Detroit Lions at Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's looking promising, but I think Detroit is going to get the victory here. Kansas, and then Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs at Atlanta Falcons. I guess Kirk Cousins looked good last night, but I'm not really counting on great primetime games out of Kirk Cousins. I think Kansas City Chiefs are able to get the victory in Atlanta. And then Monday Night Football. We got 2 Monday Night Football games, ladies and gentlemen. First up, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is looking... They don't need Stephon Diggs. They can win without him. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. And then on the primetime one on ABC, we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Washington got their first win with Jaden Daniels. I still think he needs a lot of work. I think his style is going to win you games, but I still think, he needs a lot of work. Bengals, I think, they're 0-2, but I mean, yes, the refs decide to give Kansas City life every time they, fail at opportunities. So I guess you could say Cincinnati. I feel like Cincinnati did their best to win. Fortunately, it did cost. The refs decided to help Kansas City's favor like always. I think Cincinnati needs a win right here. This is the win that they got to do right here. Good win at home against the Washington Commanders. So if you like what you see, subscribe below, comment with your thoughts, and as always, we will see you next time.